Hello everybody, Gage Gillespie here with my persuasive speech. How much does the average college student owe in loans every year? According to the College Board, it's over $25,000 per year. $26,900 per year is the average college student loans. If you add that up for a 4-year degree, that's over $100,000 in student loans. And you don't have a job in college. You're not getting paid that much unless you work a job while you're in college, and it still doesn't pay that student debt, usually. And student debt takes up about 30 years of your life you're going to be paying on student debt. And that's just the average. For some people that get higher degrees and go to school for 8 to 10 years sometimes, they're going to have student debt for sometimes even as long as they live. But student debt is super expensive. So my speech today is going to be why you should entertain the military as a choice after high school. Society has always said that you can't have a good college or a good job without some college education. You can't be successful without college education. You need a college degree for this, you need a college degree for that. But I don't believe that. I believe that military is just as good of a route as high medical school college. So the first point was student debt is very expensive. You go to the military, there is no student debt. You can even go to college for free while you're in the military. They're going to pay for housing, food, all that while you're getting an education and while you're serving in the U.S. military. So that's one plus side. Another plus side to the military is travel. Travel is great in the military. You can go to all different places. There's military bases everywhere, all around the world, all different countries almost. You get to experience different cultures, different food. If you like meeting new people and getting out more and traveling the world and doing new things, the military would be a great opportunity for you. And the military is not for everybody. Not everybody wants to go, and that's one downside. You're going to be away from your family for a long time. Your deployments are long and all that. But if you like to travel and you don't mind being away for a long period of time, the military is a great option. Like I said, the cultures you can experience, the food you can try, you can always try new things. And I wanted to talk about the college dropout rate. So say you do decide to go to college, you want to go to college. 40% are going to drop out. That's 4 out of 10 college students are going to drop out of college before they get their degree in whatever they're doing. So I believe that the reason they drop out is because high school didn't teach them basic life skills that you need when you go to live on your own on a college campus or whatever. High school doesn't teach you life skills that you need to know when you're going to live on your own. So I believe most students, those 4 out of 10, are not prepared enough to live on their own on a college base on a college campus when nobody's telling them when to study, nobody's telling them what to do, nobody's giving them any kind of instruction. So I believe that they just have a hard time with that, and they end up just coming back home, getting a job that you don't have to have a degree for, and nobody really wants to do that. So if we're talking about pay, a lot of people are going to complain about the military that they don't get good enough pay. But if you think about it, you're getting paid the first day of boot camp is when you start getting paid. A college degree, you're not getting paid for at least 4 years. If you go 4 years of college to get your degree, you're not getting paid. So you're getting paid up to 4 years in advance before somebody your same age even gets out of college. So I thought that was pretty cool. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to militarypaydefense.gov, and it has like a chart of the military enlist pay versus like different types of college pays and different types of like degrees, like an AA and an AS and like a double associate degree. The enlisted military gets paid more than all of those. And then why a lot of people go to the military is because of retirement. The retirement is probably better than any other retirement you can get by just having a regular job. I have a friend that's that's wanting to get a biology degree from UNC Chapel Hill, and it's going to cost her $100,000 just to go to get that degree. I can go into any branch of military and get basically the same degree before she gets it, because I start earlier than she does, and I'm getting paid while I'm getting the degree. So I can get that same degree without paying a dime out of my pocket. So now back to the retirement part. The retirement in the military is wonderful. You have to go 20 years in the military before you can get the full retirement package. But you do get some benefits for different intervals of years. Like when you go into the military, you sign like a contract. Like usually they're 4-year contracts. It depends what you're going to do. But the benefits, if you go 20 years, say you retire early. If you go in 4 years, or if you go in for 20 years, if you go in when you're 18, that's the lowest you can enlist in the military, is 18. 20 years, you're 38 years old, you're retired, you get pension. Pension is where you get paid every month for the rest of your life because you served your 20 years. Plus you get benefits. The benefits from that is your kids. I have a buddy that his dad was in the Navy for 20 years. He gets his kids' college paid for. In-state, out-of-state, doesn't matter. Community college, it's all paid for through the military. And all of his medical stuff is paid for, which is wonderful because most of the time medical bills are outrageous. And college, we've already talked about that, that is outrageously expensive. So, other than that, the reason I want to join the military, I want to go into the Navy for 20 years. Or I would like to. I would like to be a Navy SEAL in the Navy. But 25% of people that are eligible, you have to be eligible to go into the military. Like if you have any type of like disease or injuries that like stop you from doing any kind of like physical work or like physical training, they're not going to let you in. But only 25% of Americans are eligible to go into the military, which is crazy. But out of that 25%, only about 1% actually enlist in the military. So I believe that I should go because I'm part of that 1% that wants to go. I'm part of that 25% that's eligible. And you're going to get everything paid for. And the GI Bill is another thing. It was put in place, I want to say, somewhere around World War II-ish, kind of, World War II. I want to say maybe World War I, but that was when a lot of soldiers would get out after the war because they didn't want anything to do with the military after they got drafted. So the GI Bill is basically where if you get out early and you want to go back to college, because a lot of them got drafted while they were in college. So if you want to go back to college, the GI Bill is going to pay for it. And if you're in the military for 90 days, 90 days is all you have to be in the military to qualify to get the GI Bill. So when you get out, if you want to go back to college, they're going to pay for everything. They're going to pay for your books, your housing, your food. They're going to pay for all that so you can go and get a higher education. But it's a little different now. You can go now without doing all that. You can go into the Navy Academy or anything like that, and you can be serving and like be doing a degree while you're serving. and they still pay for all of it. But either way, the military is a great option. I hope this persuaded you to think about the military a little more. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but it's a really great way if you're financially struggling or anything like that. They're going to pay for everything. So just think about it. Hope everybody's staying safe. We'll see y'all later.